This is the last of our origami for art. It's a relatively difficult folding exercise, but it's symmetrical. All the folds we do on one side we'll do on another for the most part. And it is a tradition in Japan that to wish somebody good luck is you give them a folded paper crane. So I'm hoping that you can successfully fold many of these and offer them to your friends and family. So here is our square piece of paper. We're going to make a mountain fold. That's where we take the corners and hopefully the line goes right to this edge, but if the paper is a little unsquare, okay, you'll get a little flat on the end here. Don't worry too much about that. We're just practicing. So we folded those two corners, and we're going to fold the next two corners. Again, this paper's not exactly square, but that's okay. And this is called a mountain fold because it kind of makes the mountain. Now we're going to fold a valley fold, which is a fold in the opposite direction. And we're going to fold side to side. And they should all meet in the middle here somewhere, pretty close to that anyway. Your origami paper is cut perfectly, so it's going to work a little bit better than this. So now we have something that looks like this. We can have a mountain on this side, or we can have a mountain on this side. And we want to fold this. We want the mountain on this side, and we want to fold this back into itself. Okay. To form a square. So now you have a square with these flaps on it. Okay. This is the start or the beginning of our crane. So we have our square with these flaps on it. We're going to take each one of these flaps and we're going to crease it along this line here that divides it in half. And so you're trying to get this point here to be nice and pointy down here, and try and fold it along the part that line makes a flap. That wasn't the best job that I did there, but it's pretty close. So again, trying to fold it. You can leave a little gap in the center if you want. This end part here is a little bit difficult. So you're making kind of like an ice cream cone in here. Okay? Now we're going to turn it over and do the same thing. Not perfect, that's okay. We're just practicing. So now we have like a star that kind of looks like this. We have a blank sheet on this, and we have our folds on this side and our identical folds on that side. That's the second step. Now we're going to take this little triangle that's up at the top, okay, and we're going to fold it down towards us. We're just interested in making the crease along here. That's all we're interested in making, is that one crease along there. So we're going to fold it over the other direction too. we want to loosen the paper up right along that seam right there. Okay, so now we have a nice crease in there. And we're going to open up our, let's see, yep, we're going to open it up. This is a little bit of a difficult part. Okay, and along that seam, we're going to want to fold the paper along that seam. So this is called a reverse fold. We're reversing some of the folds. And see how this point right here and this point right here are going to come together. Those two lines are going to come together. Same thing on this side. We want those lines to come together. It's going to be a little bit crazy up here at the top. The paper's going to want to do all kinds of things. We want to kind of force it to like come to a point up here. Same thing on this side. Force it to come to a point. Not an easy thing to do. Papers come somehow, when you reverse a paper, it wants to go the same direction you started with. So now we have like a rhombus here. Okay. So did you see that? Let's look at the other side. We'll repeat the same thing on the other side. So here we have this triangle we folded back and forth on. Okay. We're opening up our flaps. We're picking up the inside of our little cone here. We're picking up the inside of it. Okay. And we're going to fold our flaps back down again. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're going to fold our flaps to the inside. Why is that not working? Oh, I need to crease it right there. I forgot to crease it right there. So we pull that crease up. We fold our flaps back inside again, where they came from. Okay. And that's going to reverse this fold up here at the top. And because the paper's not exact, these have kind of come together up here. That's okay. We're just practicing. Okay, so it's going to kind of look like this when you see it. These are going to be the wings, and this is going to be the head and the tail. And this part in the middle here is going to be the body. So that's our third point. Now we have points that are separated up here, and we have points that are connected down here. For our points that are separated up here, we're going to fold almost into the center line. We don't want to fold directly close to that. We want to get close to it, but we don't want to fold over to it. Yeah. Okay. So there's a little bit of gap in between. That's okay. That gap's okay. Again, when you get down to these edges or these points, these corners, it gets a little bit difficult. Just try and be patient with yourself. So that's what it looks like having those corners for it in. And we have a gap in between, which that is fine. We're going to do the same thing on the reverse side. So we get plenty of practice with these folds. Again, this paper is a little bit thick. Your origami paper will be a little bit easier to fold. And we have an edge over here from the back side to kind of guide us to. So now we have these flaps fold in, not touching, the same on the back side, and so far this is looking pretty good. So now we have like a top section and a bottom section. Okay. We're going to take and fold this top section. Oh, let's see. We're going to take this and close it. So all this folding we're doing, we're going to close it on both sides. Okay, and take this section and close this section as well. And now we're going to take these and fold them up on that same line that we had before. They're going to join all the points at the top here. Try and get all those points together. So now we have something that looks like this. Okay. So now we're going to fold it back the way we came. Okay. And we have both a head over here and a tail over here. We're going to pull those out. Okay, I'll pull those out a little bit. Make a fold for the head. And we're just going to fold a simple fold for the head. We're just going to kind of turn it sideways and make the head. Like that. And then the tail is going to come out. Okay, we're just going to leave that one straight. I like the character of this one. This one has some character to it. Now we're going to fold the wings down. Both sides. And you can see that you completed your crane. If you want to pull it open up to give it a little bit of body there, you can. It doesn't stand up on its own. Might make a little bit more of a beak for that head. And we have our finished crane. Stop the video at different stages. Make sure you fold it correctly. Don't get too frustrated. This is a very difficult assignment. Once you fold a couple practice cranes, fold a crane using your origami paper, and we'll see if where your dark flat color on one side and where your very colorful blossom pattern color comes out. It may come out in the wings in the top, or it may come out in the wings in the bottom. You can practice with that as well. I hope you enjoyed this origami that we've been making for the year. Practicing it makes it a little bit easier and makes your characters come out a little bit crisper and a little bit more artistic. But each time you make one of these, each one of them is valuable. So I'm wishing you good luck for the new year. Good luck for you're going to have a short vacation period, and then I'm hoping that we will meet again at school. Love you guys.